Hey, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I've been sitting, praying, trying to think what one word God has given me today to share with you. And the the message I received is the waiting game. Okay, no one likes to wait. I don't know about you, but I'm a getter done girl. It's like if I hear something, I am on it. Like if I have something I want to do, I just go get it done. I cannot stand to wait around and wait on other people. Like I just really take action, and I take it hurriedly and quickly, and not impulsively, although in the past I was very impulsive. If I wanted a new car, I'd just go buy it. If I wanted, I don't know, take a trip, I'd take it. You know, YOLO, which is crazy, guys. You only live once. Yeah, you do only live once. And because of that, you need to show discernment, and not carelessly go crazy with your life, because, you need to live a good life and not live the good life that society tells you, chasing wild adventures and dreams that are not of Him. So I guess the one word is patience. If it boils down to it, is patience. I have patience with certain things, with kids, with I don't know, with people, I think. But it's a little more difficult when the patience when it deals with you. Like if you've received something, okay, so I'm reflecting on my own life, and I've received some revelations that God has given me, some visions, and those visions, I believe them. They're going to come to pass. But the problem with that is I want them to happen now, and like they're not happening now. I don't even have the monetary funding to have them happen now. I'm not at a place in my life with my schedule and with my children that I can even make that happen. But the vision and the revelation is so exciting. It's like, okay, God, hurry. Let's get this all in place. Like when my girls graduate and they move, I'm going to do this and da da da. And, He keeps telling me, whoa, slow down, be still and know this is for future. I'm preparing you right now. You are in the waiting. Be present, be present with what I've given you now. Rejoice and be glad in it today. Don't wish away your life. Definitely don't wish away your childhood. I remember doing that, always wanting to be 16 or 21, or, reaching a different destination other than where I was. And as I reflect with my life, I really just wish it away. And it was like this blur, because when you're not in the moment, savoring and making the memories, and your body's there, but your mind is not, you cannot fully enrich and just savor that time in your life, which you only have once. You can't go back and be. And like, if you're young and listening to this, oh my goodness, the wisdom that I wish I knew now, that, and no, I wouldn't go back. I've thought about this. Like, oh, if I had this, we do that. It's kind of crazy. We say, oh, if I only this, only that. I'm like, well, you know what? You don't. You can't. It's a crazy even thought process, because you're either beating yourself up or you're wishing something that is just totally like fairy tale. It's not possible. It's just a wasted mental space. It's a wasted time to sit in that and marvel about what could have been or what should have done or something like that. Just don't do it. It didn't happen. It wasn't supposed to happen. You are where you are now, and that is where you focus. That is what you take with your life, and you take the leftovers, what God has given you now, what is left from broken dreams or shattered hearts or whatever, and you take what you have now and you move forward with the future. And be patient and wait on God's timing to get you to the next level, to elevate you. Like, do not take it into your own hands. When you do that, you'll mess it up. You got to wait on God's timing. And that means when he's given you something, keep it in the dark, plan, pray, and at his timing, at his correct timing, he will reveal to you and say, okay, now's the time to do it. Some things he'll tell you now, and you never even had it in your thought process. It's like, whoa, like these videos, you would have never, I would have never said I would be doing this at all. Because one, like I said, I don't like looking at myself on camera, and I don't like my voice. But I have actually learned to be okay with it though. Okay. So the enemy used to attack me on every level, from a physical standpoint to an emotional standpoint to a mental state, where he really had me in a lot of bondage everywhere I turned. But he doesn't anymore. So I've trumped the trauma. I mean, I'm in recovery. And what I mean by recovery, I really hate that word recovery. Because the first thing that our society, or at least me, when I hear recovery, I think an addict. Okay? Recovery is a process. It has nothing to do with what you're recovering from. If you're a chronic, complainer, or a chronic negative person who all you think about and live is in negativity, and a victim mentality, you need in recovery. You need to get some help, because that is not a growth mentality, and you can't live in that negative space. My son is an extremely positive person, and he holds me accountable sometimes. Like when I talk, he was like, "Mom, why do you even speak that? Like, why do you speak that into existence? Like, just don't even give that any credibility. Like, don't. Like, why?" And he makes me think. Once he told me, "Mom, you're not a middle school. Are you in middle school?" Like, here I am, 52 years old at the time, and he says, "Mom, are you in middle school?" Like, I had to really look at that and think about what he was saying to me. And because I was emotionally immature at the time, guys, we develop in our maturity. I have to say, things that happened to me and that I allowed in my life, and things that I participated and agreed with, kept me at an emotional immaturity level. And so with God's wisdom and with healing has come a maturity elevation, I guess. Like, I'm able to really manage my emotion and do an introspective look at, when someone says something to you, you can do different things. You can shift the blame. You can get heart hurt, or you can say, what truth is this about me? Let's reflect and see what part of what they're saying is truth. And so if you can do that, you can grow. And so I love my son's truth talks. I love my best friend's truth talks. Dee, she got me this shirt. It says, "Suck it up, Buttercup." you know, that's pretty harsh. Suck it up, buttercup. And she's just really a truth talker. And you know, we talk about it, and I'm like, you know, you might need to have a filter, or the approach, because what you say to people, it might be truth, but you've got to be able to read your people. And that's where relational intelligence comes in, is like being able to read your audience, being able to read the person in which you're speaking to. Like, are they a person that's negative? Are they a person that's sensitive? Like, what about that person is, if you tell them something, it might hinder instead of help. So it's really how you say it. But it's not that you change the message, you change the method. And so this is a whole nother talk. Let's get back to patience, because emotional intelligence, relational intelligence are two different things, you know, and you need those for maturity and growth, definitely. But let's talk about patience. You know, patience is a virtue. We hear that all the time. Oh, don't pray for patience. You will have to go through a lot of things for God to get patience in you. Things will happen. Things will happen. Guys, we're not in, you know, society has given us this every second thing. Like, you know, I'm really, really bad about responding to messages that are sent to me. It drives me crazy when maybe I have sent someone a message and they don't return it instantly. And I'm working on that, because you know what? Reality of life is that everything isn't an instant gratification, but that's what we have fed our kids. That's what society has evolved into, that it's now, now. And our children are growing up wanting instant gratification, and they're getting it, and in forms of, you know, unhealthy ways and coping skills and all that. And yes, the access of social media and the internet and all of that it can work for you, it can work against you. But patience is a reality, that things don't happen overnight. Rome was not built overnight. Your problems did not get here overnight. They are compounded over years of whatever, of, you know, the hurt or the addiction or whatever. It started at a core level, which is the root of the tree, and it's not going to take overnight to fix it. So give yourself patience. You will grow. Give yourself time. Okay? So what I want to share about patience is, know that this too shall pass, that this is a process. It's just like a butterfly. I share that all the time. It's kind of like my little, you know, signature, I don't know, icon. It's not icon, it's a signature stamp or something, is a butterfly. And it represents growth, and it represents transformation, and it goes through stages. And guys, you just have to have patience with your life, with the things that God's given you. You have to pray, discern. Not everything's for you. It will come in His timing, and just be still and know. Be still and know that God is in your story, and He's working this out. And more than anything, smell the roses. Smell the strawberries. Smell, you know, hear, feel, be present in the moment. Slow down, and just know that you are where you need to be right now. And if it's not a healthy spot, then you're learning. And, you know, take what you're learning, evaluate your life, look on the inside, make some changes, pray about those changes. You're not stuck. You're really not stuck. And so that's another thing. I don't want you to think you're stuck, because if you have that revelation that you're stuck, okay, you're just wrong mindset. We got to flip that. But when you get the mindset of saying, you know, I'm not stuck. You know, the things that you need to happen is not going to happen overnight. But God will surround you with people. He will surround you in places. He'll put you in rooms where he puts you in. He'll open doors that only he can open. And that's all a wonderful process and journey. So enjoy every step of the way. I'm really working hard to do that myself, because I'm always wanting more. Not more as in like materialistic things, but when I get these visions, I really want them happening, and I'm not marveling in what he's doing now. And so what he's doing now is in the waiting is great, and I'm so thankful for it. And so just, yeah, if you like this video, please share it, like it and share it. This isn't about me, guys. This is just about some soul talks that God has given me, and he has put women in my life that are not as far along as me. And if I can be an encouragement of hope for somebody, then, you know, I will do what I need to do. And God will move me out of my comfort zone. And I'm just willing. One of the years was, my word was obedience. So whatever that was, I would do. It took me on a mission trip. It took me in a lot of exciting places and experience things. But it also took me in places where it was unfamiliar. And I was alone. I had God and I had a few friends. And I found out that God was all I needed. So be patient with him, and be patient with yourself, and have a happy Tuesday. Thanks.